For years, the distance between Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, felt permanent. The public airing of grievances after Magic's the Oprah interview that left the monarchy reeling, and the steady drip of claims and counterclaims had hardened into something colder than simple estrangement trust. Once tentatively offered had been withdrawn, Kate, by all accounts, had learned to protect the institution and her own family with quiet resolve. Meghan, equally determined to tell her story on her own terms, had built a life far from the constraints she once found unbearable. Then came the unexpected development, Harry and Meghan meeting with King Charles. It was not a grand reconciliation, not a public appearance, but a private step that suggested the door long thought sealed might still open a fraction. Into that narrow space stepped royal commentator Daisy McAndrew with a mastered observation that reframed the entire narrative. Trust and noted his personal, yet for the good of the firm, an arrangement, perhaps even a careful rebuilding of relations, remained possible. The suggestion landed with quiet force. Kate had every reason to remain worried. The Sussex's decision to leave, the interviews that followed, and the subsequent clarifications that sometimes softened earlier claims had left scars. And Newsby interviewing McEnroe put the question plainly after Meghan slated the royal family, after the racism allegations that later required careful walking back. Could the Princess of Wales ever truly trust her again? McAndrew did not pretend to know Kate's private heart. She simply observed that people can choose differently when the stakes involved something larger than personal grievance. The monarchy itself, the continuity that both women had once sworn to serve in different ways, might yet demand particular truths. That possibility carries its own quiet drama. Kate has spent years modeling steady duty, shielding her children, and restoring a sense of calm after a turbulence of recent reigns. To consider even limited cooperation with Meghan would require a recalibration of instinct. It would not erase the past. It would not demand certain friendship. It would simply acknowledge that blood, institution, and the long view sometimes outweigh the comfort of holding a grudge. McCondrow extended the thought to Prince William as well. He is widely understood to hold firm lines and to have found forgiveness difficult where his brother is concerned. Yet family ties, she suggested, retain a stubborn power. If Charles's meeting with Harry and Meghan marked a first cautious opening, further steps, however gradual, could follow. In the scenario, Kate's role became pivotal as the future queen consort. She will help set the tone for the next generation of the monarchy. A decision to prioritize institutional stability over personal history would send a clear signal. None of this is guaranteed. Trust once broken does not automatically heal because an expert sees a strategic opening. Kate may conclude that the safest path remains distant. Meghan may proffer the independence she had craved out. William may continue to keep his brother at arm's length, yet the mere existence of the conversation, expert analysis suggesting that reconciliation for the good of the firm is no longer unthinkable, marks a shift. The story that once seemed fixed in mutual distrust now contains an unexpected twist. The possibility that duty, time, and the quiet pressure of continuity could still rewrite the ending. Whether that rewrite ever happens remains with the people at its center. For now, the public is left with a rare kind of royal narrative, one in which the hardest feelings might for the sake of something larger eventually yelled.